Commander Zaelvar clicked his mandibles in what passed for laughter among the Critian species. On the holographic display before him, humanity's so-called fleet limped through the Andromeda Gate, their vessels barely larger than Critian cargo haulers. The Galactic Council chamber erupted in similar amusement, a cacophony of alien sounds that all conveyed the same sentiment, mockery. These, humans, Ambassador Vexira hissed through her translator, presume to request membership in the Galactic Defense Initiative? With this? She gestured dismissively at the projection. 20 vessels? We lose more ships than that to meteorite storms. The human delegation sat in silence. Captain Sarah Chen, Earth's representative, kept her expression carefully neutral. She had expected this. Command had warned her that humanity's reveal would need to be gradual. 3 centuries ago, when Earth had first detected the galactic community's transmissions, they had made a collective decision. They would watch, learn, and prepare. We understand your concerns, Captain Chen said calmly. We are, admittedly, new to interstellar politics. New? Commander Zaelvar's laughter intensified. You are infants playing with toys you barely comprehend. Your fusion drives are centuries behind our antimatter cores. Your railguns are primitive compared to plasma lance technology. What could Earth possibly offer the GDI? Chen smiled thinly. Perspective. The word hung in the air, puzzling the assembled aliens. Before anyone could respond, the chamber's alert systems screamed to life. Red emergency lighting bathed the council chamber as a junior officer burst through the doors, his blue skin pale with terror. The Devourers swarm, he gasped. They've bypassed the outer rim defenses. They're heading straight for the core worlds. All of them. The chamber descended into chaos. The Devourer swarm was a nightmare whispered about in every corner of the galaxy, a race of cybernetic horrors that consumed entire civilizations, converting biological matter into more of themselves. They had been quiet for decades, their last appearance resulting in the extinction of the Prel species. How many? Zaelvar demanded, his earlier amusement vanished. Initial scans indicate over 50,000 vessels. They'll reach Critian Prime in 6 hours. 50,000. The entire GDI fleet numbered barely 30,000, spread across 100 systems. They couldn't pull them back in time. Critian Prime, home to 12 billion souls, was doomed. Captain Chen stood, her voice cutting through the panic. Commander Zaelvar, with your permission, Earth would like to demonstrate what we can offer the GDI. This is no time for human arrogance. Vexira snapped. Your 20 ships would be less than dust against the swarm. Not 20 ships, Chen corrected quietly. 1 ship. She tapped her wrist communicator. Captain Chen to Terran Command. Authorization Chen Alpha 7. Initiate Titan Protocol. The holographic display shifted, showing deep space near Jupiter's orbit. At first, nothing seemed unusual, just the familiar gas giant and its moons. Then the moon Europa began to move. Except it wasn't Europa. The moon shed its camouflage, ice, and rock falling away like a discarded cloak. Beneath lay something that made every being in the council chamber fall silent. A vessel so massive it defied comprehension, stretching nearly 400 kilometers from bow to stern. Its hull, composed of something that seemed to absorb light itself, bristled with thousands of weapon emplacements. Along its flanks, enormous hangar bays yawned open, revealing swarms of smaller craft, each one larger than the cargo haulers the council had mocked earlier. This, Chen said softly, is the UDFS Titan's Wrath. The flagship of humanity's actual navy. And she's not alone. The display split into multiple feeds. Mars's moon Phobos transformed into another Titan-class vessel. The same happened near Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Even Earth's own moon shimmered and revealed itself to be a perfectly camouflaged warship. For 300 years, Chen continued, humanity has been watching, learning, and building. We saw how the galaxy operated, how empires rose and fell, how the strong preyed upon the weak. We decided we would never be the weak. Zaelvar found his voice, though it trembled. Why hide this? Why let us mock you? Because power without wisdom leads to tyranny, Chen replied. We wanted to understand the galaxy's character before revealing our own. And because sometimes, Commander, the best weapon is the one your enemy doesn't know you possess. The Titan's wrath accelerated, its revolutionary gravity manipulation drives propelling it faster than any GDI vessel could manage. Within minutes, it entered the gate network, followed by its sister ships. The battle for Critian Prime lasted 4 hours. The Devourer swarm, expecting to face conventional resistance, instead encountered something they had never seen. The Titan-class vessels tore through their formations like sharks through a school of fish. Their primary weapons, gravity cannons capable of creating temporary black holes, simply erased Devourer ships from existence. Their shields, based on quantum field manipulation, rendered enemy weapons nearly useless. When the smoke cleared, the swarm had been annihilated. Not scattered or driven off, but completely destroyed. 0 human casualties. And Critian Prime, which should have been a tomb world, remained untouched. In the council chamber, no one laughed now. Zaildar bowed his head in genuine respect. Earth's request for membership. I believe we should be requesting to join you. Chen shook her head. We meant what we said, Commander. We want to be partners, not conquerors. Humanity has learned many things in our isolation, but the most important lesson was this: power means nothing without purpose. We built the Titan class not to dominate, but to protect. She looked around the chamber at the assembled representatives of 100 worlds. The galaxy is bigger than any one species. The threats we face, like the swarm, require unity. Earth offers its strength to the GDI, freely and without condition. We ask only that you accept us not as primitives to be mocked, but as equals who chose to remain hidden until the moment our strength was needed. Vex Ira, who had been among the most dismissive, stepped forward. Her voice carried none of its earlier contempt. Captain Chen, on behalf of the Galactic Defense Initiative, I formally welcome humanity as full members. And... She paused, something that might have been a smile crossing her alien features. I apologize for underestimating you. Chen returned the smile. No apology necessary, Ambassador. After all, that was exactly what we wanted you to do. As the council chamber erupted in discussion about humanity's official integration into galactic society, Chen allowed herself a moment of satisfaction. Earth had finally taken its place among the stars, not as conquerors or supplicants, but as guardians. The Titan-class vessels would return to their hidden positions, silent sentinels waiting for the next crisis. The galaxy had laughed at Earth's navy. They would never make that mistake again.